Chapter 3, Ghosts of the Past, Shadows of the Present. Opening scene. Flashback, 10 years earlier. Sai's first day in the army. The camera lens snaps into focus, the world sharpening into a gritty reality. A booming voice cuts through the air, demanding order from chaos. "Corporal and privates, line up! You call that a line? Straighten those backs, you bunch of maggots!" New recruits scramble, their faces a mixture of fear and determination. 5 uneven rows form, Sai amongst them. The camera pans across the faces, young men on the precipice of transformation. It stops on Sai, 18 years old, eyes bright with naive ambition. Sai thinking.
This is it, the start of something big. No more messing around, no more wasted potential. Discipline, structure, purpose, that's what I crave. All those years of martial arts, boxing, gymnastics, they were leading to this. I'm gonna be the best damn soldier they've ever seen.
The corporal barks orders, preparing the recruits for their first encounter with the captain. A figure emerges from the shadows, radiating authority. The captain begins his speech, a chillingly realistic picture of the trials ahead. Scene shift, basic training. Weeks melt into a grueling montage of sweat, exhaustion, and broken spirits. Days filled with endless drills, physical training that pushes bodies to their limits, and the relentless stripping away of individuality. Many recruits crumble under the pressure, their dreams of military glory shattered. But Sai thrives. He pushes harder, endures longer, and rises above the rest. Scene shift, advanced training. The intensity increases, swimming drills in full combat gear, obstacle courses designed to break bones, weapons training that transforms boys into killing machines. Sai excels in every aspect, his natural talent amplified by an almost ferocious determination. He earns praise, accolades, and the resentment of those who fall short. Scene shift, the competition. The final test, a brutal competition designed to identify the leaders, the ones who can make the hard decisions, the ones who will survive. Sai thinking.
This is my chance. Time to show them what I'm made of. I'll be the sharpest, the strongest, the most ruthless. They'll see I'm not just a soldier. I'm a weapon.
The competition unfolds. Sai dominates. He outswims, outshoots, and outmaneuvers his rivals. He enters the hand-to-hand combat arena with a cold fire in his eyes. Each opponent falls before him, overwhelmed by his speed and ferocity. The corporal and captain watch with growing interest. Then, the unexpected happens. The captain steps forward, a challenge in his eyes. "Captain, Private Sai, is it? You've certainly made an impression. Let's see if you can back up that bravado. I challenge you to a spar." He turns to the other officers, his voice hard. "This is a friendly exhibition. No one interferes. Understood?" All shouting, "Sir, yes, sir." The spar is a whirlwind of movement. Sai surprisingly holds his own. He blocks, evades, and counters with a skill that belies his age. The captain, initially amused, grows increasingly serious. Then, in a move that shocks everyone, Sai lands a blow that sends the captain crashing to the ground. Silence descends. The captain lies motionless. And then, Sai wakes up. Scene shift, present day, Sai's apartment. Sai bolts upright, heart pounding. The dream, always the same, leaves him drenched in sweat, the echoes of that final blow reverberating through his soul. Sai thinking.
That damn dream, it never changes. The captain, the shock on his face. It was the beginning of the end of my innocence.
He swings his legs over the side of the bed, the worn floorboards cold beneath his feet. He walks to the window, the city a sprawling tapestry of light and shadow. Sai thinking.
10 years. 10 years since I walked away from that life. But it never really leaves you, does it? The training, the missions, the faces of the men
He pushes the thought away, the memories too painful to confront. He glances at the clock, 4:30 a.m. Sleep is impossible now. He needs a distraction, something to quiet the demons in his mind. A knock on the door jolts him from his thoughts. He tenses, every sense on high alert. Side thinking.
Who the hell would be knocking at this hour? This can't be good.
He approaches the door cautiously, his hand hovering over the 45 tucked in his waistband. Sai.
Who is it?
Voice.
An old friend. Open up, Sai. We need to talk.
The voice is vaguely familiar, but he can't place it. He hesitates, his gut screaming at him to ignore the knock. But curiosity and a nagging sense of dread win out. He opens the door a crack, his body poised to react. Standing in the dimly lit hallway is a woman, tall, athletic, with piercing brown eyes that seem to bore into him. She wears a black leather jacket and jeans, her hand resting casually on the butt of a Beretta. Woman.
Hello, Sai. Long time no see.
Recognition hits him like a punch to the gut. Sai.
Chalisa, what the hell are you doing here?
Chalisa pushes past him, entering the apartment with the confidence of someone who knows they're unwelcome. Chalisa.
I'm here to offer you a job, Sai. A job that only you can handle.
Sai thinking. Chalisa, of all the people, this can only mean trouble. Big trouble. Sai. A job? What kind of job?
Chalisa smiles, a predatory glint in her eyes. Chalisa.
Let's just say it involves revisiting your past. Going back to the go hard or die forces.
Sai feels a surge of adrenaline, a mix of fear and excitement. He stares at Chalisa, his mind racing.
Sai. Why me? Why now?
Chalisa.
Because you're the best, Sai. And because we need the best. There's a situation, a delicate matter that requires your unique set of skills.
She pauses, letting the words hang in the air. Chalisa.
So, what do you say, Sai? Are you in or are you out?
Sai hesitates, the weight of the decision pressing down on him. He glances at the city outside, the streets beckoning with the promise of anonymity. But Chalisa's words echo in his mind, pulling him back towards the darkness he thought he'd escaped. Sai thinking.
Go hard or die. It's not just a motto, it's a way of life. And it seems like that life has come calling again.
Chapter 4. Echoes of the Past. Opening scene, the rejection. Sai stood his ground, his gaze locked with Chalisa's. Her unwavering confidence seemed to waver for the briefest moment. A flicker of uncertainty in her piercing brown eyes. The silence stretched, thick with tension and unspoken words. Finally, Sai spoke, his voice firm and resolute. Sai.
Leave, Red Dawn, and do not return.
Chalisa's lips curled into a sly smile, a hint of amusement dancing in her eyes. She turned to leave, her movements fluid and graceful. Chalisa.
Fine, but remember this. Black Phantom.
Her voice dropping to a seductive whisper.
You may have retired from the go hard or die forces, but in the end, there's no escaping who and what you really are.
With that, she disappeared down the hallway, leaving behind a lingering scent of exotic perfume and a sense of unease. Sai closed the door, his body heavy with the weight of her words. He paced back and forth, his mind a whirlwind of conflicting thoughts. Sai thinking to himself,
Who am I? What am I? Am I a soldier? A protector? A killer? Or am I just a ghost, haunting the shadows of my past?
He entered the bathroom. The cool tiles a welcome contrast to the heat of his emotions. He splashed water on his face, trying to wash away the lingering tension. As he stared at his reflection in the mirror, a wave of memories flooded his mind. Scene shift 10 years earlier. Inside the high-tech Special Forces unit, Go Hard or Die forces, before Sai met any of the GHOD members. The dimly lit chamber hummed with an almost palpable energy. 11 figures shrouded in shadow sat around a circular table. The blue light cast an eerie glow on their faces, highlighting their sharp features and intense expressions. Captain Samuel, Arctic Fox.
We need a final recruit. Someone who can complete our unit. Someone who can push us to our limits and beyond.
A tense silence followed. Sergeant Brandon, Hell's Angle.
Finding someone who meets our standards will be difficult. We need someone exceptional.
Mel, Cold Diesel.
Exceptional and insane. Let's not forget that part.
Leak, Death Stare.
Intelligence is crucial. We need someone who can think on their feet and adapt to any situation.
Wakashi, Silent Storm.
Loyalty is paramount. We need someone who can be trusted with our lives.
Mina, Fallen Star.
And someone who can handle the pressure. This isn't a job for the faint of heart.
Darius, Humble Beast.
Strength is essential. We need someone who can fight and win.
Connor, Straight Shooter.
But strength isn't everything. We need someone with integrity.
Justin, Blue Flames.
Someone who can control their emotions. We can't afford any loose cannons.
Zoya, Omega Red.
Creativity is key. We need someone who can think outside the box.
Chalisa, Red Dawn.
And someone who can work as part of a team. We're a unit, not a collection of individuals.
Captain Samuel nodded, his eyes scanning the faces of his team. Captain Samuel, Arctic Fox.
I believe I found our final recruit. His name is Sai.
He tossed a file onto the table. The others eagerly snatched it up, their eyes scanning the information within. Introductions of the GHOD forces. Number 1, Captain Samuel, Arctic Fox. A tall, imposing figure with a shaved head and piercing gaze. His African heritage was evident in his broad features and deep-set eyes. He was a master strategist, a cunning tactician, and a ruthless leader. His code name, Arctic Fox, reflected his ability to blend into any environment and strike with deadly precision. Arctic Fox thinking to himself,
Sai, an intriguing prospect. He has the potential to be our greatest asset or our biggest liability.
Number 2, Sergeant Brandon, Hell's Angle. A seasoned veteran with a weathered face and steely resolve. His British accent and impeccable manners masked a cold, calculating mind. He was a weapons expert, a demolition specialist, and a master of disguise. His code name, Hell's Angle, was a testament to his fearsome reputation and unwavering loyalty. Hell's Angle, thinking to himself,
This Sai, he's got a fire in his eyes. I just hope it doesn't burn us all.
Number 3, Mel Cold Diesel, a wiry, energetic man with a quick wit and a sarcastic grin. He was the team's tech expert, a master hacker and a communication specialist. His code name, Cold Diesel, reflected his ability to remain calm under pressure and his knack for finding unconventional solutions. Cold Diesel, thinking to himself,
"This kid better be good. I'm not wasting my time on another rookie."
Number 4, Leak, Death Stare. A quiet, brooding man with a sharp intellect and a penetrating gaze. He was the team's intelligence analyst, a master of deduction and a skilled interrogator. His code name, Death Stare, was inspired by his unnerving ability to see through people's facades and expose their deepest secrets. Death Stare, thinking to himself,
Sigh. He's hiding something, I can sense it. I just need to figure out what it is.
Number 5, Wakashi, Silent Storm. A stoic, disciplined warrior with a calm demeanor and a deadly grace. He was the team's infiltration expert, a master of stealth and a skilled martial artist. His code name, Silent Storm, reflected his ability to move unseen and strike without warning. Silent Storm, thinking to himself,
Sai's charts about his movements are impressive. He has the potential to be a true silent storm.
Number 6, Mina, Fallen Star. A beautiful, enigmatic woman with a sharp mind and a seductive charm. She was the team's espionage expert, a master of manipulation and a skilled linguist. Her codename, Fallen Star, hinted at her mysterious past and her ability to blend into any social setting. Fallen Star, thinking to herself,
Sai, he's intriguing. I wonder if he can resist my charms.
Number 7, Darius, Humble Beast. A hulking, imposing figure with a quiet demeanor and a ferocious strength. He was the team's heavy weapons specialist, a demolition expert, and a master of hand-to-hand combat. His code name, Humble Beast, was an ironic nod to his gentle nature and his terrifying combat abilities. Humble Beast, thinking to himself,
This eye, he's small, but size isn't everything. I'll have to test his strength.
Number 8, Connor, Straight Shooter. A charismatic, principled man with a strong moral compass and an unwavering sense of justice. He was the team's sniper, a marksman with unparalleled accuracy and a skilled negotiator. His code name, Straight Shooter, reflected his honesty, integrity, and unwavering aim. Straight Shooter, thinking to himself,
Sai, I hope he's a good man. We need more good men in this world.
Number 9, Justin, Blue Flames. A resilient, intuitive man with a calm demeanor and a fiery spirit. He was the team's survival expert, a master tracker, and a skilled medic. His codename, Blue Flames, represented his ability to endure hardship and his passion for protecting his teammates. Blue Flames, thinking to himself,
Sai, he's got a good heart. I can see it in his eyes. But can he handle the darkness?
Number 10, Sawyer, Omega Red. A brilliant, eccentric man with a thirst for knowledge and a knack for invention. He was the team's tech genius, a master of engineering and a weapons designer. His codename, Omega Red, hinted at his unpredictable nature and his ability to create deadly weapons. Omega Red, thinking to himself,
Sai, he's a fascinating specimen. I wonder how he'll react to my latest gadgets.
And last but not least, number 11, Celissa Red Dawn. A courageous, disciplined woman with a sharp intellect and a fierce determination. She was the team's combat specialist, a master of martial arts and a weapons expert. Her codename, Red Dawn, symbolized her fiery spirit and her ability to bring light to the darkest corners of the world. Red Dawn, thinking to herself,
Sai, he's got the potential to be great, but he needs to learn to control his emotions.
The members of the Go Hard or Die forces continued to discuss Sai's file, their voices a mix of curiosity, skepticism, and anticipation. They knew that this new recruit could change the dynamics of their team, for better or for worse. Scene shift, back to the present. Sai emerged from the bathroom, his mind still reeling from the memories. He looked around his small apartment, a wave of loneliness washing over him. He was a man caught between civilian normalcy and his past of unwavering determination, fueled with profound purpose. Sai proceeds to meditate, attempting to calm his spirit and mind. He made his way back to his bedroom, laying himself down once again, seeking the much-needed rest before work that very evening at the Crimson Cat nightclub.